Mic check. If you can hear me, put a one. Mic check. If you can hear me, put a one. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of University Knowledge, starting out of 1 West 125th Street under command of General YAHANNA. This is the Tuesday Brotherhood class, man. We're going to get into pride. One of the problem with our people is pride. See, pride is the same thing that keeps us from growing. Pride is the same that keeps us from coming together. We have to stop the pride and the pridefulness that I have. Because at the end of for us to join together, the only way for us to be at the top is if we stop prideful. If we stop having that sense of pride that be stupid, makes us be dumb, makes us think that we're better than the next person. See, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you should not feel like you are better than your brother or your sister. There shouldn't be no competition between blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. There shouldn't be no competition between the 12 tribes of Israel. We are all one. That's right. And our biggest problem is our pride is making it where we cannot connect with one another. Right. Go to Proverbs 16 and 18 for me, please. Go ahead.
This is the Proverbs chapter verse 18. Pride goes before destruction.
Pride goes before what?
For destruction.
Keep reading.
And for a
and this man. Pride goes before destruction. Why do you think like Indians? Why do you think we're destroying the world? We're destroying this world because of commandments. We're destroyed in this world right now because we will not listen to our Father, to hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God commandments. See, our prideful spirit is keeping us at a lower state. Our prideful spirit is the reason why we're so destroyed. We are destroyed because we don't want to let go of what we feel like is right. We feel like this. I feel like I should be able to do whatever I feel like doing. I feel like this. I feel like that. Bro, you should be following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You should be coming into class asking questions. You shouldn't be selfish. You should be a selfless person. You shouldn't have so much pride to the point where people cannot speak to you or talk to you because you feel like your shit don't stink. That's the biggest problem right now. We can't even have a conversation with one another because at the end of the day, we feel like we know so much that we're not willing to listen to anybody else. We're not willing to even hear what somebody else has to say because our pride is so big. And what does the Bible say? It said what?
pride.
Go ahead.
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goeth before destruction. And what else?
And haughty spirit before a fall.
Understand this, man. So many of these so-called great leaders have fallen. You want to know why? Because of their pride. Because of the things that they're doing that they feel like is okay. They felt like it was so good because at the end of the day, they were making money off of it. See those prideful people? You see everybody done fail. What happened to T.D. Jakes? That's a prideful person. You know, he was one of the most profound. What happened to him? You see what happened to that person? Go ahead, brother.
So like if I may, he got exposed for being a power bottom, and now his church is empty.
Brother, it's crazy. T.D. Jakes told on himself. He was so prideful, he couldn't even hold it in no more. He had to let people know Salakia. He had to let people know that he used to be swallowed up. That was his thing. That brother got so prideful, he ended up starting to speak about it. He just couldn't hide it no more because that pride got too big. Don't be the next TD Jakes. Don't be the next Creflo Dollar. Don't be the next Joe Osteen. All these people were sorrowful. And what happened to their pride? Their pride was their destruction. Their pride led them to be destroyed. Brother, go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 12 for me. You got to go ahead and read Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse.
Mm-hmm.
Never trust thine enemy.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 12.
Oh, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride and is when one departeth from God.
Beginning of what?
Of pride is when one departeth from God.
Understand this. When you are sitting here being so prideful, when you are sitting here being so proud, you do, and it's me, and it's all about what you bring to the table, all about all that. Understand this. You're showing that you're departed from the Most High God. Because the Most High be what? Selfish or selfless? He said for us to be a selfless people, a people that care on another more than themselves. But you know what happened? Somewhere along the way, we lost our way. Now we care about I. You I see him if you could. Because it's all about what I want. All about what the most. It's never about doing all statutes and commandments and keeping every single day. It's all about you. All about I. And the Bible is letting you know. It said, what about pride? What is the biggest thing about pride? Go ahead and read it. What did it say?
The beginning of pride is when one departeth from God.
Keep going.
And his heart is turned away from his maker.
Keep reading.
Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin.
Pride is the what?
Is the beginning of sin.
See, if you become somebody that's very prideful, understand this. Sin's going to come right after that. Because the beginning of pride is when one departs from the Most High God. You turn your back on following the law, statutes, and commandments because you feel like you know better. And because you know better, you know, this just shows me. It's kind of like back in the day when people smoke weed, you know. That was a prideful demon on people that smoke weed. You want to know why? Oh, it came from the earth. Oh, man, why I got to stop smoking weed? Man, hey, man, look, if I got to start smoking weed, man, I don't know if I'm ready for all this. So you're not ready to serve the Lord because you want to smoke weed? So you're not ready to serve the Most High God because you ain't done snorting that powder. I'm going to do you one better. So you're not ready to serve the Most High God because you can't stop being a whore? You can't stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster? So you don't want to serve God because at the end of the day, you would have to change. Oh, you don't want to serve because what? You still want to sleep with white women? You don't want to serve the Most High God because you want to sleep with Africans. The Lord told you, bro, don't make any marriages with these other nations. He gave you 12 tribes to choose from. 12 different flavors from Baskin Robbins. But you know what your pride told you? Your pride said, you know what? I want to serve who I feel like serving. I want to eat whatever I want to eat. If I want to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, then that's what I'm going to do. That's what your pride told you. That's what you saying to the Most High God, your Father, through your pride. Your pride is saying, you know what? I don't care. because I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing until judgment comes behind that. Then when the judgment comes, then what? What do everybody do when judgment start coming for them? Lord, 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 why have you forsaken me? Why am I going through all this? Little did you know, your pride is the reason why you're going through this. You have all these struggles. You have all these things that's coming against you right now. You have all these sacrifices now you're having to make because you wouldn't do the simple sacrifice. Now you're dealing with all kind of different diseases because you wouldn't leave pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster alone. You're dealing with all kind of sexual transmitters because you wouldn't stop being a whore. Now all of a sudden you dealing with lung because you kept smoking. Now you dealing with brain losing your memory and brain loss and stuff like that because what? You kept smoking crack, kept snorting that powder. You kept doing all these things until you overdosed. But then when you overdose, you fell and you hit your head. Now your brain is swole. So now you might be a vegetable. They might have to go in and do surgery and they hit something, you're a vegetable. You having to take a chance on all these things because of your pride. You won't leave these things alone to serve the Most High God who has given you life, who has told you exactly what you needed to do. But your pride is so strong. Your pride is so mighty. But understand, it said it in Proverbs, pride goes before destruction. And it's also letting you know, even in Ecclesiasticus, the beginning of this pride that you have is when you first turn away from the Most High God. Because we all know that what? For pride is the beginning of sin. Right. And what is sin? Transgression of the law. Right. It all goes full circle. Through your pride, you're going to turn your back on the Lord. You're going to turn your back on the Most High God. And you're going to start sinning. Go ahead and keep reading. And start at and he that has. You can start at 13. Just start at 13.
Verse 13, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities, and overthrown them utterly.
Go ahead, grab the door real quick. Understand this, man. And he that has it shall pour out abominations. You're going to sit here and think that you know stuff. You're going to think that you're so knowledgeable. Through your pride, you're going to feel like you're so knowledgeable that you're just going to start spewing out abominations. You're going to let people know them to do the exact thing that's against the Most High God. And you're going to feel like it's okay. You want to know why? Because you already turned your back on the Most High God. You're going to say that it's okay for women to be stripping in the strip club. You're going to say that it's okay to be in the club getting pissy drunk to the point where you having to get carried out. You're going to say it's okay to celebrate Thanksgiving. You're going to say it's okay to celebrate Christmas and all these other pagan holidays. You're going to be the same person that's going to be like, it's okay to do all these wrong things. Because at the end of the day, what? Your pride. Your pride is so strong, Shalom. Huh? Your pride is so strong. Your pride is so mighty. And you just know everything. And by you just knowing everything, you're trying to teach people the same thing that you feel like you know. Understand this. Be mindful of what you teach others. Because you're going to have to hold yourself accountable for those things. And the Lord's going to hold you accountable as well. So be mindful of what you teach. Be mindful of what you say. The Bible is warning you. It's letting you know. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that has it shall pour out abominations. The same person that sit here and turn their back on the Most High God and start doing the things that he said don't do, you don't think that you're going to start telling people to do it? If you selling drugs, are you going to tell people, oh, you're not supposed to do drugs? Or you going to tell people come do these drugs? Hey, man, come buy this pack from me. Oh, if you eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, or that's what you sell on a daily basis, are you going to tell people, nah, don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster? Nah, you're going to tell them it's a delicacy. Come on and eat this. Come on, get some of this delicacy over here, this pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, this catfish. Come get it. You're going to sit here and pour out abominations. I'm too out the water. You got to understand that, man. You got to be aware of things like that. Beware of that prideful spirit, because that prideful spirit ain't going to do nothing but destroy you. Hey, brother, do me a favor. Go to Galatians 6:3 for me. And once you got to go ahead and read, Bible concern.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
See, this is the thing. This is something that we learned when we first came into the truth. Stop thinking that you're something when you're truly nothing.
That's right.
Only here in the I.S.U.P.K did I learn to stop thinking that I'm something when I'm really nothing. I deserve death. I deserve death because all the things that I did in my past life, all the things I did before knowing about the truth, before following the law, statutes, and commandments, I deserve judgment for all those things. When I was the wicked man. So, because I know for a fact I deserve death, I don't think that I'm something more when I know for a fact I have to be humble. I cannot sit here and think that I'm the best thing that ever touched the ground and that there's nothing wrong, because at the end of the day, we all deserve death. Why do you think Commander General YAHANNA is so humble the way that he is, and the generals are humble the way that they are? Commander General YAHANNA, this is why everybody looks up to Commander General YAHANNA. He will tell, don't sit here and boast his name here and say, oh, he's the amazing or this like this and that. He's like, no. Look, we all are servants. When you come into this truth, understand you come into this truth to be a servant. We are all servants of the Most High God.
Right.
The only person that deserves to be on the pedestal is the Most High and Christ. The Most High and Christ is the only people that deserve to be on the pedestal. I don't deserve to be on no pedestal.
Right.
I pray the Lord let me just do shamar for him in the gates.
Right.
just look, just don't kill me.
Right.
If I got to do shamar for you, I'll be on shamar. Just don't tell me depart. Just don't say, bring him forth and kneel him down so I can slew him. Just don't say that to me. That's all I'm looking for. But what does the Bible say? If a man what?
If a man think to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
See, there's a lot of people out here that's deceiving themselves, man. Because they feel like just because they got over $100,000 in their bank account, just because they the president of the world, Just because they are CEO of a Fortune $5 million company or something like that, they feel like they are something when they are truly nothing. They have deceived themselves because this world has put them on a pedestal. This world has told them that they are the greatest people on the face of the earth. But the Lord is looking at them like, follow the law, statutes, and commandments. He getting reports on us daily. And he just sitting back like this. He like, okay, all right. He made about $5 million today. All right. When's the last time he paid his tithes? When's the last time he donated to the community, making sure that his people were good? He got all this money in the bank, but yet, what does he have to show for it? Is he building up the community? Is he helping blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? What is he truly doing? What works is he doing? Is he going out there to feed and clothing the homeless? See, the brothers UPK, that's what we do on a daily basis. We're going to clothe the homeless. We're going to feed the homeless. We're going to do everything we possibly can to make sure that our people are straight. We say it all the time, man. If I got 50 cents to my name and a brother needs something, we both got 25 cents. Because I'm going to split whatever I have, or I'm going to give the brother the whole 50 cents so that way he can get whatever he needs. I don't think that I'm better than you. This is the same reason why we go out and teach on the streets. We teach on the streets because we're going where the people are. We ain't being like your pastors being up on the pulpit and never coming down there with the people. When the last time you seen pastor out there passing out clothes and food to the homeless? When the last time you seen pastor out there, or the popes or the Catholic priests and all them? When the last time you seen them out there on the street corners, cleaning up the community? When the last time you seen them with a garbage bag, gloves on their hands, and they out there cleaning up the sidewalks in the hood? When the last time you seen that? But these are the same people that think that they're, what, the most righteous men on the face of the earth. These are the same people that put themselves on the pedestal. They deceive themselves all the time. Because they feel like they are something, when really and truthfully, they are nothing. We have to be mindful of those things. Because it's so easy to fall into that trap. It's so easy for us to fall into the trap and become very arrogant, prideful. Sitting here, we're everything, when really you need to be humble. The same way the Lord gave is the same way he could take. So you don't need to sit here and think that you're more than what you are. Stay humble. What you got, brother? Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, you don't want to ask for help. Right. And that type of pride right there, is another thing that can destroy you. Because at the end of the day, it's this. Like you said, it's two different prides. You could be an arrogant person, or you can be so prideful that you don't never want to ask for help. You don't never want to sit here and allow people to be there for you. That's one of the worst type of prides as well. Because the thing of what is the first two commandments? What does it say? You Graham, you got you know the commandments. What's the first two? The first one is to do what? Love the Lord thy God, all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul, right? And the second greatest one is just like the first, but it's to love your neighbor, love your brother and your sister the same way, right? So my thing is, you love me, right? And you know for I do anything to make sure that we both of us good. But you would rather sit here out of the road than to let me know struggling. Is that true? Because we all know love is not action, right? Is that true love though? For me to be in a house that's warm, but you be on the sidewalk. That's not right. Because what would I have want? What do you think I would want for you? If I say that you my brother, what do you think I would want for you? I would want you to be somewhere warm. I want you to be somewhere safe where you can wash yourself and you can clean yourself. See, having that type of pride to the point where you don't want to ask for help or receive help from your people, that's a problem with us. That's a community, period, point blank. But you want to know why? Because instead of people being righteous, instead of people being real enough to help each other without trying to boast about it, anytime somebody help, I do this for that brother, I did this for that. And that makes people, that tears us apart. That tears us apart as a people. So the thing about it is, this is why we have to come in a place. This is why we have a safe place now. Here in the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is a safe place, so that way you don't have to feel like I can't ask. And brothers that feel like they great, but they really nothing, they get knocked down to being humble. But brothers like you, we build them up to understand that, you know what, brother, it doesn't matter what you got going on, you can call one of us. And we're going to do whatever we can to help you. Brothers that feel like they can't ask nobody anything, brothers that feel like they can't get help without somebody throwing it in their face, we build those brothers up. We build those families up. We build those sisters up and show them what true family is. True family does for you without throwing it in your face. True family gives you that love that you've never felt before, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on anything, because I know what that feeling feels like. And I'd be damned if I make you feel that way when I didn't like when I felt that way. This is what a family does. If I say that I love you, that means I'm going to teach you the laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm going to build you up wherever you are breaking and wherever you are broken down. I'm not going to let you just there struggling and not sit here and try to help you when I can help you. That's why sisterhood is so important. That's why us coming together and us being able to chill with one another and having these classes is so important. Because if we don't have these class time chilling with one another, do you know what we end up doing? We're burdened back to our old, going back into shell, going back to that person that does not know how to communicate, that shuts off. And that's the wrong thing to do. There's some people that got to get knocked down, but there's some people that got to get up. And trust me, the Lord shows, and trust me, the Lord, what? Did that answer your question? Okay. Salakia. Hey, let's go to do me a favor. Let's go to Proverbs 16 and 2. Once you gotta go ahead and read from
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 2.
it.
All the ways of men are clean in his own eyes.
All the what?
All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes.
Understand this, for a prideful person, all the ways are clean in his own eyes.
Right.
He's going to always feel like nothing he does is wrong and everybody else is wrong. Why do you think that he feels that way? Why do you think the Bible says that? All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes. Why? He's going off his own understanding. He's going based off of his own blueprint, his own book. Exactly. Lean not to your own understanding. And all the ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. But you know what? For a prideful person, all the things that they see, all the things that they say is clean, it's right. In their mind is righteous. But what did it say right after that? What did it say right after that?
Verse 3.
Nope. Finish off verse 2.
Also like, but the Lord weigheth the spirits.
But the Lord weigheth what?
But the Lord weigheth the spirits.
Keep reading.
Verse 3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established.
Understand this, man. If you think that all the things that you're saying is right in your own eyes, understand this, the Lord is going to weigh it. He's going to see if you're going based off of what he's told you or based off of what you said. That's why I said be careful of what you teach. Be careful of what you tell people to do, because at the end of the day, you may feel like it's right. You may feel like it's right. You may feel like you're telling them the righteous thing. But at the end of the day, if it's against what the Most High says, is it really righteous? Is it right? This is why we don't sit here and just get counsel from anybody. We have specific people that give counsel. The generals give counsel. The captains in your zones give counsel. They don't just say, hey, you are officer of 50, you can give counsel. Hey, you are officer of 5,000, just because you're officer of 5,000, you can give counsel to whoever you want to, or 1,000, you can give counsel to whoever. No. They have specific people that give counsel. They have people that get told, get the green light that, you know what, hey, yeah, you can give counsel. But see, a prideful person feels like anything that he says is golden. So at the end of the day, whatever I say is good. But that could be the same thing that leads everybody to destruction. See, works. Do y'all know what the works is? What's the works? We do it all the time. What we doing?
Salaki, bottom of the law, statutes, and commandments.
And also doing what?
And the work that we do in the UPK, such as, feeding the communities and, boots on the ground, prophesying and whatnot.
Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. If we going based off of the context right here, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. What is the works? What you got?
I mean, I could honestly, like, since the last time I saw you, I just been speaking regular to different dudes. Whether I'm on the bus or at the train or wherever, and I told them I'm going through this journey, and I ain't never felt it like this. And so they want to know more. And I'm like, well, I go to the Hebrew Academy over there on Broadway. They like, well, I'm doing this. Can I do that? I say, well, that's when they want you to come. I haven't had anybody come, but they hear me and they asking more.
So what are
But
you doing? Your works is doing what?
I guess
Because you're not teaching them.
nah, I'm not. I'm just
Your works is
chopping it up.
spreading.
Like, yeah, I'm
You
just
spreading the news. You spreading what's going on. You saying, you know what? Look, man, all y'all that know me, all y'all brothers and sisters, you're being a light in darkness. That's the works.
yeah.
Doing the works of the Most High God is being a light in darkness. So you're telling the people what they need to survive. That's what we're doing here in I.S.U.P.K. We're doing the works of the Lord. We're sitting here clothing and feeding the homeless, like the brother said. We're sitting here teaching our people to put down the drugs, pick up the knowledge of the Most High God, pick up the law, statutes, and commandments. Stop being a whore. Gird up your loins and be something great that the Most High can deem great. That's what we should be doing. That's what we are supposed to be doing. Go to Proverbs. Go to Proverbs 27:2 for me.
Come, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 2. Let another man praise thee.
Do what?
Let another man praise thee.
See, this is another thing with pride. When you're a prideful person, what do? Do you let other people praise you or do you praise yourself? You praise yourself. Why? When you are a boastful person, when you're somebody that's important, then what do you always do when you have a conversation with people? You bring up what? Bring up yourself. You bring up your accolades. You bring up all the things that you got going on. Because I just want everybody to know how great I am. Narcissist. Straight up and down. I'm great. Yeah, man, my company we just broke $2 billion last week. And I bought me a private jet and I bought me a yacht. And yeah, I was able to fly my rib to Dubai. And then we came back, went to Paris for dessert. Or we can keep it as simple as this. A church. Y'all bring all y'all money unto me. Yeah, and you know what? I'ma always make sure that everything's good. Lock the doors of the church. And nobody's able to leave until we make our quota of $100,000. See, these are the people that talk about themselves. These are the people that, what? Ups themselves. But the Bible says, do what?
Let another man praise thee,
Let another man praise thee. Keep reading.
and not thine own mouth.
And not your own mouth. Keep going.
A stranger, and not thy own lips.
Keep going.
Verse 3. A stone is heavy, and the sand weighty.
Hold on. We gonna go back. Go back to the end of 2 for me. What did it say?
Verse
A stranger.
2.
What?
A stranger, and not thine own lips.
Keep going.
Verse 3.
Okay, stop right there. Let other people praise you. Let other people praise you. You want to know why the brothers and the sisters in the I.S.U.P.K get praised? It's not because we're praising ourselves. It's because we let others do it. Why do you think people from the community come and when they see us, they talk to us? They chill with us. We had a barbecue not too long ago, and we had the community there. If you was there, you saw it. When you went to Chicago for the Midwest Fire weekend, they had the community there. We ain't have no problems. You want to know why? Because it's people that see us. The people that saw us in the community, always doing for the community, are the same people that see us at our events, and they come and they chill, and they know for a fact it's going to be a good time. I don't have nothing to worry about, because these are the same people that come see us every day or every other day and bring us clothes, bring us food, bring us shelter and stuff we need for our homes. What you got?
And touch on that, uh, BK, um, the the employer I was working at that day, and I had to leave. Actually called me. I don't say he had um,
Right.
he actually fired and the other dude for running me out and asked me to let him today. I go talk to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, my brother told me you UPK, you a Hebrew." Yeah, I'm going on my journey. I haven't got my name. I'm just trying to all my worldly things and put that away. They're like, "Oh yeah, my brother was out of control and ain't no honor among thieves, and this his brother."
Yeah. Hey, let him see that mic out.
Same breath, and they from Harlem and they Islam.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's in waves. So he got me squared away, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna put you on the schedule, and I need you, cause I saw where you were writing, if you charged or you overcharged or you undercharged or you drank a soda or you."
Yeah.
I said, "Cause that's just me." But that's why I said for you to say that about other people praising every day in his walk. As a young man, and just for anybody listening. You see it, like it ain't like y'all just talking.
Right.
Like I've been many places and organizations and situations where it sound good, but
Yeah.
just for the conviction to be constant flowing every day, and for you to see something new every day, a new situation where you be like, dang, like I'm doing this, so this happening.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep doing this.
Right.
I slipped on this, and this happened immediately after I slipped.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna try not to slip. I might slip the next day, but if I slip, I know this gonna happen.
Right.
So like I don't know, just being a young man, I just like I say, I mean that I see that as true. Other people give you your praises.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's how you really and truthfully know where the Lord is. The Lord is in the midst, because did the Lord boast himself? Did he sit here and say, "I'm the Lord and I'm the greatest thing that walked the face of this earth"? What did he do? He just did the works. And after he did the works and he went to his next place, what did they do?
They tried to call him good, and he said, "Why thou callest me good?
Right.
There's only one good, my Father in heaven."
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, what is he letting you know? He said, "Don't call me good. Yeah, don't sit here and try to put me above y'all. No. Man, I'm doing the works." Those humblest people have the most. This is how you truly know somebody that has real power. Somebody that has real power acts like they have real power. They don't know. And this is why the brothers and sisters in our general YAHANNA, I say it all the time. He's not somebody that's Commander General YAHANNA. You do what I say or else. I've never heard it. He doesn't have to be that way. Only thing he does is what? He teaches. He talks. If you ever had a sit-down conversation with Commander General YAHANNA, man, I'm talk to you like he talk to you like you his brother, like you family, and he his life. All this was there. They don't have to sit here and be macho all alone. Like, they don't have themselves be something great. They're great in their own rights, and it's pleasing themselves. It's not just them saying, "I'm the greatest thing on the face of this earth," and this isn't ourselves. We let others praise us. Let other people about you speak about your kids, speak about the man you are, the woman you are, the father you are, the husband or wife that you are. Let other people speak on that. Let other people say how great you are. Go ahead and keep reading. What did verse 3 say?
Verse 3, a stone is heavy, and the sand weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both.
A what?
A fool's wrath is heavier than them both.
Why do you think the Bible is saying that? It said a stone is heavy and the sand weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. Keep reading. What else does it say?
Verse 4, wrath is cruel, and anger is outrageous. But who is able to stand before envy?
Keep going.
Verse 5, open is better than secret love.
This goes along with the pride. Look, man, you don't sit here and make yourself sound like you're great. Because it's right there, a fool what? Heavier than sand and a stone. When they put themselves up above everything, then if somebody speaks against that, if somebody openly rebukes them and like that, what do? They start plotting and planning and doing all these crazy. What? Exactly who they are. The Bible is telling you, the Bible is into being the perfect person. Because we know in the book of Matthew, it says, be ye therefore perfect like your Father in heaven is perfect. So you can be perfect. The Bible is telling you the things you can do and the things you shouldn't do. Who you should be and who you should not be. Because you know what? Fools, you know they what? They don't care about anything but themselves. So what are they willing to do to make themselves seem right? Anything. We got a fool for a president. And what is he willing to do? Anything and everything. Don't be like everybody else. Don't be a fool. Don't sit here and praise. Don't sit here and put yourself on a high pedestal. Stop being prideful. Be humble. Understand that you, yes, the 12 tribes of Israel are a royal priesthood, a chosen generation, a special people unto the Lord thy God. But just because you're all those things don't mean that you have to be a a-hole. You don't have to sit here and be arrogant. You don't have to sit here and destroy people and destroy your own people to make yourself seem greater. What you got, brother?
Salak, if I may, manager YAHANNA said this a while back. And it was a hell of a lesson and a hell of a thing that he said. Don't learn this truth and become part of my language an asshole.
Why do you think he said that? Because people, once they start understanding stuff and people start getting knowledge on that, what did they start doing?
They start getting big headed
Start getting
and
big headed.
arrogant.
And what is that? And what do you think the Lord is going to do to somebody that's big headed?
They're gonna fall off.
He's
And
to break you down.
right.
He's going to have to humble you. Don't be somebody that's going to have to humble you because you don't know and not be proud. Pride is going to come before all that you have went over it. What? Pride is what? When you first do what? Turn. So if you're a prideful person and you put yourself above everybody, what does the Lord have to do? What does he have to show you and everybody that's following you? He has to show you that you are nothing. So what does he got to do? He got to break you. Not just for you, but for everybody that follows you so that at the end of the day, they know for a fact that he's the person with all the power. He's the person with all the might in his hand. Don't be that person. Don't be the person that the Lord has to make an example out of. Because it's not going to end well for you.
Like if I may.
Go ahead.
But we've had many examples of even just this year.
We have.
You know what I'm saying? It started with Guerrilla Hebrew.
Tell you, people that's done a lot of things that put themselves on high pedestals that the Lord has knocked down a couple of notches. All I say is this: don't be the next one. That's what every day that I walk and breathe, I'm trying to do a self-check so that way the Lord never has to check me. Because don't nobody want to check him from the Most High God.
Right.
Because that checking ain't going to be something light. If he has to go ahead and send the angels down here and do whatever they need to do to deal with the situation, it's not going to be a light thing. So don't be prideful. Check your pride at the door. Check your arrogance at the door. Check your unbrotherly and unsisterly ways at the door. Because all things is what's hindering us from going forward and being the people that we are supposed to be. You cannot sit here and say you love your brother, but yet you put yourself before everybody. You can't say you love your brother, but yet you're struggling and you won't come speak to your brother. You won't come talk to the brother about the demons that you deal with on a daily basis. Because what am I here for if I can't be a helping hand or I can't be your strength when you're weak? What am I here for then? Don't be that person. Don't be that person that think that you're so great. When really and truthfully, when it comes down to the Lord, you ain't never done nothing a day in your life to serve him. But you say that you're the greatest thing on this earth. How you the greatest thing on this earth, but you don't even know who the Lord is? You don't even know his name. You just yelling out, Lord, Lord, Lord. What is his name? Do you know how to say his name in the Hebrew? Do you know that he doesn't hear your prayer? He doesn't hear the prayers of sinners. So if you're a prideful person, the Lord's not finna hear your prayers. And with that, I'm gonna say Imagine, which means to stand. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then to the sisters, men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Majum, Barak, Yahal Ba'ashim Yahushua Brakatah, Yak Matah, Sor, Men of Israel, Majum, Shabbat, Majum, Barak, Yahal Shemalatah Ba'ashim Yahushua, Yak Matah, class dismissed.